on our last life here. Do keep in mind. So we need to be successful. Werewolf hanging in there. Werewolf is about to fall. Never mind, the rejuvenation takes hold. And maybe it was the fire tower that is the difference. Absolutely. Fantastic. Welcome back to the channel, friends. I'm your host, AK, and today we're featuring some more Super Fantasy Kingdom. An absolutely excellent gaming experience, and I'm really excited to dive on in and continue playing the profile that we've been playing right here since the early access release. And the goal for today's video, my friends, is to simply take the momentum that we gained at the end of the last video and carry it on into our third cycle, right? Let's get more of the map unlocked. Let's get more of the metagame unlocked. Let's find more heroes. Let's defeat the third boss. Let's just keep on going as far as we possibly can. And most importantly, survive as long as we possibly can. So I'm excited to get started here, but before we do, smash the like button if you're liking the Super Fantasy Kingdom, and consider becoming a subscriber if you like this game. We are playing it regularly here, so hit that subscribe button if you want to see how the profile evolves over time. Thank you so much. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so we have our boy Defensive Knight Ricard as our only available hero. We've actually completed 3 cycles, so this is going to be the 4th. A reference, this is going to be our 3rd in the intro. My bad, I stand corrected. We helped out the merchant man in the last episode, and we also have the mystic standing in the corner like a total creep. We got a new item unlocked in the hammer, and we're at kingdom level 6. So let's just keep on grinding. Let's get Ricard equipped here. And we actually have 2 equipment slots now, so I'm gonna go sword and hammer. Let's lean into the physical attacking. Let's go. Alright, so day 1 dawns, and let's throw it on pause here real quick. And essentially, I had a few key learnings at the end of the last episode that I think we should probably make use of in this episode. And I think the first big learning is fishing is actually really good. And of course, you can build those little fishing huts. I think I want to go in on it doubly in this one, meaning we'll get 2 of them, and maybe we can put them near the quarry and get them upgraded so we can actually get a bunch of fish per day. I think it's going to be a good strategy that can carry us through. Now, we're going to need a lot of berries for that, which of course we can get. These berries are quite abundant, but I'm thinking doubling up on the fish. Secondly, we have a bunch of metagame upgrades. In fact, I start with 4 wood, which is pretty crazy. We have a resource bonus spot right here. And my thought with this is, I mean, we can use this to actually get wheat, and then we can go and get the monk. And then we can start completing this quest here, which needs holy damage. You know, kill monsters with holy damage. So, my thought is, we'll go wheat here. That'll put us up to 4 wheats. We won't need to build the farm. We'll get 1 wheat per day from this homestead if we can defeat the mini boss. And then essentially what we can do is we can use that to get an early carrier. Okay, so that is a thought. Furthermore, we need a few more stars to interact with this. And then I think we have to complete all of the quests here. Yeah, complete all the tasks at the chapel. This lady, oh, okay, looks like she's talking to me now. How do I become a member? We never had a human. Oh, please. Okay, but this is just an exception. Okay, wow, she's gonna let me in. For 3 gold, she will. Okay. Well, maybe we can pay that membership fee in this episode here today. We'll definitely find out. Not a problem at all. And then we have this guy, 30 fields in your city. I don't really see us achieving that in this particular one. We have the ghost, bury a unit. I'm not really sure what that does or what that means. Maybe like once we complete the chapel, maybe that becomes viable. I'm not sure. And we also have the western expansion. So we can evolve units here, meaning we definitely want to go in on gold and ingots, right? Definitely. Merchant guy just chills over here. And then we have this. So unlock the building priority system. I do have enough shards, but I think maybe we want to help out a certain witch first. And then the dino, 25 animals in the city. I don't think we're really prepped for that yet either, because I think late game we go meat. And we got a bunch of like useful comments in my last video about bread and wheat, and that a bread supply chain just, it's really hard to pull off. It's kind of like bait for you. So I think we're going to stick to fish, and I think we're going to try to go with meat as our kind of late game EXP boosting upgrade. Our late game food stuff, if you will. So that's kind of the plan. That's the state of the state. Let's go ahead and get our tavern down in vicinity of berries, of course. So maybe like right here is a good spot for it. I think so. Probably throw the gold mine down here. Probably go, I mean, where's the best spot for the quarry? I guess all the stones down here as well. But ideally what you want is the quarry right next to probably the 2 fishing huts. It's going to make stone mining a little less efficient. But if we can get 2 fishing huts here and then a house here, you know, this will be the path of road that the road guy upgrades first. That means we can get our fishing huts upgraded as well. So quarry here is definitely what I'm going to be doing. So let's go tavern right here. I'm fine with that. For the lumber mill, we'll certainly get it built. We'll have wheat coming in. Recruit the monk right away, I think. So let's see, where's some good trees? Probably right here for the lumber yard. And then quarry, let's just get it early. Throw it right there. Start upgrading our castle as quickly as possible. We have 2 in the workforce, so let's go. Looks like we actually do start with some berries. Yeah, I've got a berry. Okay, cool. Well, either way, we do want to collect berries because we'll need it, and then let's get stone to get the upgrade as quickly as possible. So let's begin with that. So the wheat is in storage, and let's go ahead and recruit the monk right away. And let's get him out there so he can start doing holy damage and defeating our foes. Because we need to kill, what, 30 foes? Yeah, 30 foes. We need to kill them. So obviously the earliest mobs are the weakest. So let's go ahead and use that to our advantage. Alright, so let's go ahead and collect. What do we need? 6 berries? Yeah, 6. And then it's going to scale up to 12 to get another one. So hopefully I can actually get it by end of day 1. We'll certainly see. 3. I'm going to need 7, so let's go ahead and get you on berries as well. Let's get them. Got elves coming out of the woodwork. Alright, 5, 6, 7. Okay, nice. Terrific. Let's go ahead and speed this up the rest of the way. And let's go ahead and get our fishing hut as well. Let's throw it right here. Bam. Fantastic. Alright, so fish coming in on day 2. We've got more stone and more berries collecting as well. Is the monk getting it done? That's the question. Looks like he's getting some kills. Let's check. Alright, 5 kills. Not bad. The moon rises and the monsters get angry, but, you know, the early waves, not really that big of a deal. A resounding victory. Good guys. All evil is defeated. Let's go ahead and pop on into the tavern for a festive evening. Right, the monk. Not very satisfied with the berries that we have, but it's going to get a little bit better tomorrow, bud. Don't worry. 88% of the damage to the monk. Alright, day 2 dawns. And we have the old man, the hermit. A meta-hooded man. Seems very mysterious. Alright, who do we have? We have the werewolf, the clown, and the death priest. Alright, so the clown. Clown is compelling to me. We are a physical team, though. At least I've got items that boost physical attack. So I'm thinking we probably go in on the werewolf as our first hero selection. Although we do have... I mean, this guy's a summoner. The clown is... I guess he's ranged, but he does do damage. Yeah, we want melee units. I suppose you could throw that hammer on the clown. Though it increases damage output, right? But the werewolf is going to get best use of that sword that we have, and we actually have him upgraded as well. So we have his passive, right? So I will go with the werewolf here. We'll have more opportunities to add heroes, of course. So for the werewolf, I think we can plug him in. Let's throw him right there. And let's actually swap places so we get that adjacency bonus. Alright, so we got fish coming in at the end of the day, which will feed our heroes promptly. We're getting more berries. I think that's a good effort. But of course, we should probably get some wood too. Let's take the focus off of stone. Well, let's get the stones needed to upgrade. Just one more. In fact, we probably have some in storage. Yeah, we do. So let's transition you to wood. Let's check these red X's. Nothing, okay. So he's going to grab one more rock, which is fine. Let's keep getting the berries. We need 12 more. Alright, so fates. So who do we have? We have the clown. So physical monsters are weak to magic damage. So we have one magic user in the monk. And then magic monsters are weak to physical damage. We are more physically inclined. So let's bring on the dryad. Let's throw this on. Let's go all in on the werewolf. I'm cool with it. Let's throw both items on him. And let's get a house. Get another worker here as quickly as possible. Alright, let's upgrade the storage. Bam. more tax generation as well. And in comes the fish. Very useful. Definitely take it. Keep getting those berries. Chop down some trees. Let's see how we're doing up here. So, Monk, are you getting kills? Looks like the werewolf is claiming souls. As you would expect. Hitting for 33. Must have been a crit. Alright, good job, Monk. Alright, 13 kills for the Monk. Let's pop on into the tavern. But first, let's allocate our workforce. So, 1 on wood. Yeah, that'll be a house real quick. Yeah, we're good with this. Alright, so who gets the fish? The Monk does. Werewolf unhappy with the berry selection, but that's quite okay. Monk gonna be doing a little bit more damage. Let's get those 30 kills as quickly as possible as day 3 dawns. And let's just go ahead and check the red X's. Let's speed things up. Immediately. Do I bring on this mini-boss now? Well, we need a faith. Okay. That means repair the church. Alright, so we got our 4. Let's throw a house right here. Bam. It's another workforce. We can actually double up on berries. To get our second fishing hut, hopefully by the end of today. Alright, we have the Death Priest. Weak to physical damage. Let's take all units that are weak to physical damage and build a physical team. Alright, anything else we got going on? Yeah, so there's a witch right here. I need more power, so 9 of these crystals. It's pretty expensive, but I think we should probably do it. Let's do it. Alright, witch. Okay, so she just takes off. We'll have to see what that does eventually. Alright, good job. Way to work together, guys. The werewolf is just an absolute force out there, man. He is all buffed up, too. Like, he's got 17 power and 17 attack. Pretty crazy, man. Alright, so 4 wood in storage. We got 9 berries. Almost. Well, 8 berries. More like 1 fish. Should have it next turn relatively easily. The second fishing hut, that is. I think we keep stocking wood and probably get another house. And then we want to start considering a sawmill. Sawmill right there. That is definitely part of the plan. And then also, well, we can use the boards to get ourselves a gold mine. I'll probably want to upgrade to stone roads relatively quickly too to get these upgraded, right? So that's part of the early plan as well. I want to go in on fish like big time. Also really curious to see what happens when we get that chapel quest unlocked. Do we get any bonuses from it? We'll certainly see. Try to take out that mini boss as quickly as possible too, so maybe we actually repair the church first and foremost with our first 3 boards. I think we can take the mini boss with our werewolf. Let's go ahead and speed things up. Check these X's. Okay, what's this? 1 experience to the least experienced unit. So that would be the werewolf. Yeah, definitely take that. Free experience. Absolutely lovely. Alright, these guys coming in with the berries. Let's see. So is there anything over here we can interact with? Probably not. So the Jinn, weak to physical damage. Yeah, come aboard, Jinn. Wolf wear. That's funny. Alright, let's get the berries, guys. Come on now. Alright, let's see. Hero levels up in face. We have 11 berries. I'm going to get 1 more house. We're going to get 1 more house. We almost have it. And then we'll get another worker. And then we'll assign that worker to wood as well. Okay. Here's the mule doing good things. Still looking good up there. Let's go ahead and throw the sawmill right here. Bam. Guess we can start getting boards. 1 and 1. And then we'll have 2 on berries still. But we have 4 workers. Let's go ahead and speed this up. In come the angry genies from the woods. But not a problem for our guys here. Werewolf just eating, feasting. Absolutely feasting. Alright, looking good so far. Bunch of berries, man. Like, so many berries. In fact, I should have probably purchased that fishing hut. That is an oversight by me. Alright, we got the merchant coming in. So what's this guy gonna do? First time I've seen the merchant here, so welcome. Put the wagon to good use. Oh yeah, it's great. Okay, so this guy will actually trade us gold for our spare resources. Okay, got it. Unfortunately, I don't really have much to spare right now, pal, but you're welcome back anytime. Maybe come back when we're a little more fruitful. Let's go ahead and add another fisher hut. Fantastic. Now I can pull... We don't need 2 guys on berries now. Let's get 2 guys on wood. Let's keep going. Four more buildings here, so... Definitely want the smelter, but we have to upgrade. So let's focus fire on boards. Another scroll. Fantastic. Another upgrade for the werewolf. Hey, how about this? Can expand. Build a road for 5 crystals. Hey, how about this? Hey, it's another bonus. Okay, this is good news. Let's see, what do we get? I think gold is a little more precious. Let's grab some gold. But that's good, right? Metagame upgrade. So now we have 2 of these when we start a new run. Fantastic. We're almost there, monk. Gotta get it done, pal. Let's go. Alright, Rune Scribe and Werewolf. Rune Scribe is weak to physical damage. Let's grab him. Alright, guys, let's start sawing down some boards. What do you say? Looks like we got 1 stocked up there. Alright, 2 fish coming in. Fantastic. That's what you love to see. A prosperous fishing colony. So we could get another house. It only costs 8. Probably should. In fact, I think I'm overestimating my workforce here. Yeah, I am. 1, 2. Let's get 8 wood first. Alright, let's go, boys. Alright, nice job. I did that out of sequence. I thought I was going to, well, I intended, more like, to build a house and then the sawmill, but I built the sawmill first. So I think we actually only have 3 workers. But we're leveling up in face. We're looking good. We got the monk. He's doing good things. Werewolf starting to overtake everybody in damage output, which is exactly what you would expect. And in comes a hero recruitment opportunity. Javald. Death Priest. Got the Cyclops and the Rune Scribe. I mean, I hate to be redundant here, but... So it looks like we do have... No, we don't. But you definitely want to stick with melee units. And the Cyclops is just so good, and he is upgraded too, right? He's got an upgrade. Looks like the Rune Scribe has his passive. Let's go with the Cyclops again. I mean, he's just too good. It's a real tough unit to say no to, man. Really is. Okay, fantastic. Alright, so you're getting berries. We're gonna have 2 fish coming in. So that'll be the food allotment for the day. Looks like we got a quest completed. Fantastic. So let's throw you up here in the sawmill. Got 2 lumberjacks. Let's pet the puppy dog. That's a good boy. Alright, so here comes the 8th piece of wood. This is good. Coming in. Alright, so let's buy another house. So where should we put this? Where's the most advantageous spot? So right here. Bam. So that's 2 and then the 2 we start with. So now we have a workforce of 4 units. I think we can start grabbing more stone. Weak to physical damage, yes. Let's get some more stone. Got all kinds of wood coming in. Alright, Monk. Do you have it done yet? Just 3 more kills till we get the first quest completed. It's like Cyclops werewolf combination, man. I used these 2 in my last run as well, and just absolutely fantastic. Fun units to watch out there. And we're going to be stumbling into another boss fight here soon. Let's go ahead and pause that up. 29. Okay, so it looks like we have the witch over here, so 18 is what she needs now. It's a little rich for my blood for sure, but the option is there if we need it. Okay, so let's see. We have 6 boards. We can get the gold mine. So let's throw it down for sure. Bam. So we're going to need an upgrade, so let's go ahead and pull you off stone. Throw you on gold. Call that good. Got a boss fight tomorrow. Enter the tavern, there should be an abundance of fish. Right, you bet. Monk, werewolf, get it. Cyclops with the sad berry. Poor guy. Right, so we got a magical boss coming in. Hey, how about this? Provoking is not possible today. What does that mean? I think that's the clown. Probably because there's a boss fight, but interesting that a unit shows up there. Pay membership fee. I'd rather get an ingot operation going. An ingot operation. How about this? So another red X right here to check. I'll have to do that daily. Got some free stone. Fantastic. Alright, let's speed things up here, boys. Let's keep sawing down boards. We'll get the road upgrader next. Alright, here comes the blob. We should be able to handle this guy with ease. I wonder if we kill these little mobs, does that count as a kill? It does. Fantastic. Alright, so 5 faith. Okay. So this is quite nice. So that means we can bring in this mini boss. Let's bring him in next wave tomorrow. Yeah, this guy's not a problem at all. And he should be just grinding. Okay, so kill monsters with holy damage. Now it's 100, but look at this. 30 kills already for the monk who's just pulsing them down. Absolutely fantastic. It's going to help us really get this quest done in a quick fashion. At least a quicker fashion. Alright, so 4 food. We're looking good. 2 fish, 2 berries. Storage is full of these boards. Okay. We'll store you on gold then instead. And 4 stones. So we're going to need just 1 more board to be delivered. And then we're going to be just fine. We can get the roads upgrading. And then we can start upgrading these. I mean, they do cost 8 gold, which is a lot. But it's an option for us. And down goes the blob. Get some crystals and happiness. Not to mention a relic. Alright, so Eagle Eye. Again, this is a good combination. Holy damage applies wetness. Metal Mage. Plus 30% power for spellcaster units or magic units with a shield. Eagle Eye is the obvious choice with the Cyclops and what he's doing. Alright, so 33 kills, not to mention a completed quest. That gave us faith. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and pop on into the tavern. Let me make sure we're set up. So 2 on gold. Yeah, we just need the mule. It's always the mule, right? Always. Well, we got a festive evening in the tavern here today. Well, tonight, more like. Boss got crushed. Everybody levels up. Levels up across the board. In face, of course. Fantastic. Alright, day 8 dawns. Still have 7 trees. We have 3 bushes. Okay. Need the road builder. So it's road builder, it's castle level up, and then it's directly to the smelter, I think. The fish is keeping us propped up. Get it. Does cost a gold per day, of course. Alright, red X says. The monster is blocking the way. Provoke it to attack tonight. Okay. So let's do that, I think. Let's do this, too. This might be a really bad idea, actually. We got the mini-boss and a clown coming from the woods, which is a terrifying thought. Maybe funnily enough, the clown will find a way to mount the squid, and we'll have mounted clowns. Alright, let's take the Scion. Looks like there's a mule down there. Can we get an extra mule? Oh, look at this. 1 gold ingot will deliver. Wow. Alright, let's check out this boss fight. But first, let me get the homestead kind of figured out. Alright, so 2, 3. Alright, this guy's sleeping. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have 4 workers. Everybody's working. Can almost get that storage upgrade. Alright, let's monitor. Alright, werewolf. Bleed him. Alright, good job. Mini boss down. Magnet is ours. Now here comes, I think clowns are mixing in now. And I don't know if they're going to be like super powered because that clown was clearly pretty upset with me. But we're doing great things with the power and combination of the werewolf cyclops. Workers going home. Okay, so 7 wood, 3 boards. That's a good output. And look at this, we're already kind of getting close to getting our fishing huts upgraded. Of course, we do need the gold for it. But I think if we can just rely on that for food, we're going to be in a good spot. 5 trees left. Probably want to get the forester eventually too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be good. The food is taken care of for the day as well. Good. Right, boys. Little mop-up duty. Okay, so here come the clowns. Killer clowns, man. So one thing I did learn is you can actually switch them in fights. So the Cyclops was taking some flack, right? I pulled him back. Get the werewolf in there. Let's go. Alright, meals for all. Alright, so we got the Mystic. Good thing I have one of those crystals. Alright, so the Monk or the Cyclops. Allies increase defense by 5%. Apply Rejuvenate 1. Allies apply Rejuvenate 1. I mean, increased defense by 5% is pretty good. He does 21 light damage, though. I mean, he is healing, I do believe. It's likely what Rejuvenate 1 does. So it's a regen on our troops. He is higher level. Let's go with the Monk. I'm okay with that. Seems a little more impactful than 5% defense. Alright, so 2 fish coming in. Probably should grab a berry this turn. So let's have you forage. 4 boards. I mean, we got to get this upgraded. And then we got to hammer stone. Just got to hammer it. Got a decent amount of wood. What do we need with boards? Could repair the church. Could... gonna have to get this upgraded. We need more gold for these. Like, these will be ready soon. So we have 2 on stone. We'll pick a few berries with this one, and then we'll move them to gold. Let's go. X's. Everything's good. 41 of 100. How about this? Summon Grommadil to your throne room. To the throne room. Is this another hero? Did we finally get another hero? Grommadil seems to be like maybe a goblin or an orc. I mean, the answer's of course, yes. Be really curious to see what we just uncovered and unlocked. Cool that you can just find heroes by checking hotspots. The Afrits will be our foe today. I guess in the mix. And in they come. Alright, so we got this upgraded. Got a bunch of wood, man. Just a ton of wood. It's all stocked up too, so can be off of wood for a while for sure. Alright, good job, hero. Way to level up. What do we need for the stables again? 5. Okay. So we are getting 1 wheat per day now. Let's crank up the speed. And let's go, boys. Werewolf. Getting dirty. Getting ferocious. The fierce snarl. In fact, the werewolf should be right here so he does more damage. Yeah, not a problem at all. In fact, the monk. I saw him hitting for a decent amount. 47 of 100 is the tally. Alright, so wood. I mean, wood is, we got a great supply of wood. So we don't really need to interact with wood. We have 6 stone, we need 9. So we're getting close. We have 5 gold. And we need a ton of it. So we need 16 for this. And then, of course, the ingot operation. So do I consider a geologist? Because how many nodes do we have? We have 3 deposits left. And we also have the mine shaft to get more ore. I'm not sure what this does, but 25 gold is super steep. Like, that's a lot of gold. But that's an option. Otherwise, I can do a geologist hut here for 5 berries. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's what we do. How many bushes do we have left? We're going to have to see in the morning. The fact that we're down to consuming berry reserves is kind of troubling. Let's see. So 2 berry deposits left. I believe you get 5 from each node. Okay, so we have 9 berries left on the field. We need 5 for the geologist. Alright, so workforce. Guess we'll keep you picking berries, man. See if we can get the geologist. You guys got a bunch of stone in storage, so let's actually go double berries. Need this geologist so we can start finding more gold nodes. Very important. Let's check the hot spots. Whole bunch of nothing. We're at day 10 here, looking good. Just gotta get these fishing huts upgraded. But I also don't want to use all of my gold on fishing huts. Although I kind of structured the build around that. Satyr, come on in, buddy. Come on in and find out, more like. Right, here we go. Alright, we got 6 gold. Got 9 stone. So since I have 9 stone, I mean, let's definitely... I could also go hunter. I could go hunter. So we're kind of at an impasse here. If I go hunter, we can start hunting wildlife for meat, which is just as good as fish, and can occasionally upgrade if we don't consume it all. There's plenty of animals around here, right? Like, tons of them. And then we can clear the thickets to add more animals. So that's an option. We could do that right now with the 9 stone that we have. Otherwise, if I go ingots, which I do want to get, for sure, then I'm not going to get my fishing huts upgraded. I think we probably have to do ingots. And just try to grind on gold. And ingots at the same time. I think we have to do ingots. Start getting our heroes upgraded. I want to see what happens if we can evolve them. Right? Definitely want to. So let's do this. For sure. Probably spend the first 8 gold, though, on an upgrade. Alright, here we go. Geologist, get it. And then I can set the flag. Let's set it right here. Right, you guys no longer need to collect berries. Got 2 fish coming in. 1 food item. We're good. Let's go ahead and grind on ingots. Got plenty of wood. Do I get the church repaired? I'm gonna need more berries for the blessing. We have 4 faith. I think I'm good on that for now. See if we can just have fish carry us a little bit in this. I don't know, you can try different things out. Compelling part of this game for sure. Alright, careful boys. The monk under some flack. Might have to consider expanding our unit roster a little bit. Let's go, monk. Rejuvenate in face. Let's go, buddy. Alright, good job. Really, the mule didn't manage to return any gold. Incredible. Actually, not really incredible at all, if I'm being honest. Alright, good deal. Overall, pretty good. How we doing here? 53 of 100. Collect 5 stars first. We're at 4, right? Got a boss coming in a couple of days. So let's keep on going. Should have a fishing hut upgrade tomorrow, which will be 1 additional fish per day. Which will alleviate just a little bit the reliance on berries for food. Then if we can get far enough, we can add the hunter eventually. Alright, so ingots are being smelted. Which of course consumes gold. But let's get 2 units on gold. Let's see, you're on stone. Which is necessary for the hunter. So that's how the workforce is allocated. We've got 13. Do I get another house? Do I fancy getting another house? I mean, what am I saving boards for? I'm not really. There's 1 in storage. So if I could get 2 more, we could get 1 more worker. Let's do it. I think that makes sense. Check the hotspots. Nice. Get a gold bonus. Fantastic. Great find. Alright, dinosaur or the shaman. Shaman weak to physical damage. Let's select the shaman. We're a pretty physical team here. Alright, let's get this upgraded. Bam. Nice. Okay, cool. Do I consider building walls? I mean, maybe. I've got 14 wood. 2 in storage. Let's keep getting these ingots. We're actually close to another level up. Cyclops, hang in there. I mean, we're rejuvenating. I mean, it seemed to do pretty good. The rejuvenation spell from the monk. I do like it. So let's check how our workforce is allocated. So this guy found nothing, found nothing. Okay. We have 2 deposits remaining. No ingots in storage. We've got 2. Supply of 2. Got 2 stones here, 3. We need 9. Gonna get 2 fish from you, 1 from you, and then it'll eliminate the need for, well, immediate need anyways, for berries. There we go. Got some fish coming through. Got our units leveling up. Things looking good. Little bustling Renaissance civilization here. Alright, so mule. Again, mule. You gotta get it done, man. In fact, we're close to adding another mule, which is going to help out greatly with what we have going on. So we should have food covered. Right? Like we should. Right, you gotta find another gold ore. Or gold vein. Gold ore vein, more like. He's gotta find it. Got some gold over there coming down. Got some wheat coming in. Fantastic. Let's check the hot spots. Nothing and nothing and nothing. Let's keep going then. And for the draft, we have the Lich. Weak to physical damage, yes. Alright, wheat gets home. Fantastic. Mule, what are you doing, Mule? Grab the high value stuff here, buddy. Alright, ingot, coming in. Fantastic. Bam. Alright, so that gets home. Let's get our werewolf upgraded. He is our damage engine, after all. I mean, his AoE attack paired up with the Cyclops and the AoE stun. It's a good combination. Let's see how good it is, though. We're going to be put to the test here. Okay, so I didn't swap him quick enough. Yeah, we're not going to accept that. No way. You got to be real quick on the swap. In fact, maybe this has exposed the team just a little bit. Maybe it has. Maybe we need to add something else. Like, we could add the swordsman. We could add both the swordsman and the marksman. The crossbowman. It's probably the appropriate time to do so, because that wave was pretty intense. I think so. We could use maybe a little more beef on the front line. So let's see. What spots do I have to even unlock? So I don't have enough gold. So I could turn off the geologist. We could... Okay, so this will actually be upgraded soon. So this is actually good. Like, we want him to keep working on the roads. The church will generate a gold income for us, so let's get this upgraded. Or repaired, more like. So that'll be a little more gold coming in. Let's bring in the mystic, yes. Okay, good. Got to get our units upgraded. I think we add the swordsman. I don't have 4 stone. Crossbowman, though. We can add him. Gonna need a little more gold income to throw him in there, of course. In fact, I could even upgrade the marksman as well. That's an option. It is. I'm not going to have enough gold to add both the swordsman and the crossbowman and get them on the field, right? Like, we won't be able to. Let's do it. Let's get some gold income. We just need 6. And let's see. So how's the economy doing? So 2 on gold. Need to just keep grinding gold. Should have 3 fish coming in. So we'll be fine on food as well. To feed everybody. I think the Lich again. You know, I've just got to be a little more nimble about rotating the units. Oh, you can't pull a Ricard out. I mean, it makes sense. Alright, so 112 hit by the Cyclops. A giant hit. I'm gonna have to watch this a little more close. Okay, so I could upgrade the Cyclops. Looks like you can upgrade your hero with faith. Interesting. I think we probably do the werewolf. He's got the items. He's level 5. Cyclops level 3. Definitely part of the solution. Alright, I've got enough gold. Let's add him in, yes. Alright, nice. He's shooting 2 bolts. I mean, he's got to help. Might not be the most effective, but he's got to be helping. At least a little bit. At the very least, taking hits. Enemy's going to be enraged soon, though. Like, very, very soon. And we got a lot of them coming down. Coming in. Alright, rejuvenation is taking place. Swap you in the werewolf. Let our guys kind of heal up. Alright, Cyclops falls. That's not good. But it looks like we're going to be okay. These guys are pinned, which means you can't move them. So you want to be aware of that. Got enough meals. Okay, so things are starting to get a little bit tight, but we're starting to get ingots, which is what you need. We can empower our team in doing so. I think maybe it was a little ambitious to try to get 2 upgraded fishing huts. That might have been a little ambitious given the amount of gold that we have disposable to us, right? So 5 gold stocked up here. Mule. Like, what are we doing? In fact, we can get another mule today, which is good. But I don't need 2 miners if storage is full. I mean, big house, probably want to get that upgraded. Might as well grab some berries then. Stonemason, he's got 3. Yeah, the mule just like falls behind terribly. But we got the wheat coming on in. This is going to be our saving grace. 69 of 100 for the monk. And it looks like we have a present. What is this? Who's this guy? May I join the party for 13 gold? I mean, yes. I don't know who you are, but you look like some kind of exotic hero. Let's try to get 13 gold. I didn't even know that was possible, man. Let's get the Magus in. Alright, good. Let's build this immediately. Stables. Bam. Bam. Alright, now we got 2 mules. Fantastic. Let's make it happen, mules. We need ya. Got a bunch of resources out there in the field that we need collected. 98 attack for you. You have 30 attack. 98 attack? So he's got a 3x multiplier. You just have a 1x multiplier. Wow. I wonder, maybe we rearrange these items a little bit. Or is that due to rage? 20% damage increase while enraged. So is he enraged? I don't think so. Seems like he just does that much damage. Well, let's definitely upgrade him. Alright, boys. Just gotta hang in there. Gotta keep hanging in there. Alright, the monk. It's getting nibbled on a little bit. Hang in there, monk. Alright, come on, guys. Okay, that's not good. Come on, Ricard. Come on, werewolf. We got this. Come on now. Hang in there, boys. Yeah, I gotta get some castle walls. That's what we need. I pushed it off too long. We need castle walls. We're not ending on that note either. This run, I mean, it could potentially blossom, but we need castle walls now, so. Storage is full there. Let's saw down some boards. Oh, this guy's getting stone. We got 3 in storage. 5. We just need 1 more stone. Literally just 1 more stone. So we get the same hero. We need 13 gold to grab him. I think it's a hero anyways. Hey, how about that? Got a gold bonus. Fantastic. You're coming in. We'll build and get another mule. We need to keep processing ingots. So what I have to do is... I guess the storage is completely full. I mean, we have to empty that out, right? So let's do something like this. Alright, come on in, wagon of wheat. And then I've got to try to get some castle walls down. Alright, he gets home. In fact, we do have this shop right here, so... can buy bread. All this is way too expensive. Given we do need 13 to add another hero. I'm gonna get 3 fish, we need 4 total meals. So we've got 1 board here. We need, what, 6? 2 in storage, 1 here, so that's 3, 4. Yeah, he's got to chop down some more trees, unfortunately. Let's get the Cyclops upgraded. Maybe throw a card on the front for now. And we can always pull him back a little bit. Alright, nice pulse down by the monk. Crossbowman shoots. Got Ricard out there dancing with the enemy. The Magus gets decarpeted. Monk's getting chewed on a little bit. Just munched on just a little bit. We got 3 boards stocking up. Let's get a hunter immediately. Let's allocate workforce. 1 in storage. Okay, so you're good. Start hunting. Alright, let's go, boys. Come on now. Alright, Cyclops. Doing his thing. Ricard, this is where we're going to have to consider swapping him. Swap him back for the werewolf. Put him in front for now. Swap him with the Cyclops. Keep him nice and healthy and rejuvenated. And using a little strategery, we actually get it done. Fantastic. Yeah, so I've got to watch the battles like real closely. Pretty much. Into the tavern we go. We actually added a hunter, which is great. We should be able to get some walls next turn, which will help, you know, us keep our units alive longer, which is what you want. The Cyclops falls and doesn't get any food, so he's not. So he's going to be a little shaken up today. Boss fight day. Crossbowman add 20. Allies add 20 shield. 10%. I mean, you gotta go with this. Okay, so should probably get a forester. I've got 17. Can I add this hero? He's gone. Darn. That might have been a game changer. Totally forgot about it, to be honest. But it's also 17 gold, right? It's a lot of gold. What do you have then? You got food items. Let's buy the berries just so everybody has a meal. Membership fee, I'm good. It's a little too steep right now. I'm trying to do something. I could also buy another formation slot and add the swordman. If we can get enough ore. That's another option. But we're getting boards. In fact, we have 2 complete right here, which is going to be 6. So that's what we actually need. So that means, okay, keep hunting, yes. Keep smelting ingots, yes. Monk needs wheat to upgrade. So we need 6. Okay. Could upgrade this as well. Right? Like that's an option. Should probably keep getting gold. Don't need any more boards yet. Gonna need like 5 of this ore though. Probably should get it. So we have 2 fish, well 3 fish, and hunting wildlife. That is all 4 meals accounted for. Plus we just purchased a berry as well. This guy's got to find more gold ores, man. Or gold veins. Like, he has to. We need them. What else do we got? This guy doesn't need to be sawing down any more boards. Let's get him on stone. And let's do that instead. Okay. Check the hot spots. Okay, nothing. Alright, we got 2 mules. Let's hope they do some work. Ingots coming in. And here we go, boss fight. Alright, so who's this guy? This is the 3rd boss. Haven't gotten to the 3rd boss, but it's one of the goals today. However, of course, the Cyclops is weakened, given that he fell and did not get a meal. But look at this guy just absolutely melting before your eyes, friends. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and build the walls. Double storage space. No, man, I want to spend 6 ingots on either a Cyclops or werewolf upgrade. It feels like the Cyclops. Okay, so now he is 2-star. So his attack is reduced to just 2 seconds. Okay, so his attack speed increases. Then he is actually increasing. So that's the units in front, really. Okay. Definitely something to pay attention to. So the werewolf in the middle is the best spot for him. Cyclops is not necessarily a frontliner. We can play around with formations in a little bit, but the Cyclops does, of course, buff up whoever's on the front lines. So therefore, he should not be on the front lines. But I want to see. So this. Okay, so 10. Wow. Okay. So we have to get 10 ingots. There's not enough gold remaining on the field, but we're going to mine it anyways. Maybe we can get 25, build a mine shaft. Certainly see. Puppy dog likes that plan. Alright, so we got walls, feeling a little more secure. And we got the Magister, who just absolutely melts. And we get our 5th star. So now we can see what that little port thing off to the right does. And another relic as well. The run continues. So increase piercing by 1 for ranged units. Holy applies wetness. Plus 50% power for 5 seconds when blocking a monster. I mean, that's Ricard. Could also re-roll this. I mean, I think Hungry Shield is fine. What other ones are available, though? I mean, this applies wetness. If we ever stumble across a Rune Scribe, that's a good combination. And I do believe that wetness... So wetness increases status effect duration by 25%. I actually do think this is good. Because we have stun and bleed, right? So the answer is yes. Not to mention we got a bunch of food, too. So right, we're starting to get meat. Got plenty of fish. Think we made a decent recovery. It got a little sketchy for a couple of days there. So what does this do? Upgrade the fisherman to start with 1 fish more in future runs. Is that so? The answer is, of course, yes. Very, very good. So we got a metagame unlock as well. Not to mention it's going to be a festive night in the tavern. Bonus experience for all. I think we want the Mystic to come by. Doesn't look like he's interested. In fact, he was just here this morning, wasn't he? Alright, good job, guys. Now what we have to do is we have to replenish resources. So I've got to get this for sure, okay? We need our geologist to actually, like, do what he's paid to do. So it looks like he might have actually found something. Maybe. But we have 1 node left with 5 gold in it. There's 1 gold in storage, so that's 6. Plus 2 is 8. I want to get to 10 ingots and see what a behemoth cyclops does. So that's another thing. For our hunting operation, we got 3 animals. We're going to need a thicket for sure. It's going to cost another gold every turn, not to mention 5 raw gold as well. Yikes. How about the marketplace? 2 bread. No, I'm good. You want 3 gold for a membership fee. 79 of 100 there, so almost have the second leg of the quest complete. I mean, this is going to generate coins. Maybe we can make that once we have enough wheat, if we can make it that far. Finds berries in thickets. I think I'd rather find animals in thickets and hunt them. What other options do we have? I mean, this guy's just been doing a great job building up these roads. We can get another worker if we upgrade this. Of course, this is another option. Requires a lot of gold. And we could also get a geologist tent to get another geologist to find more gold for us. Maybe that's the best way to spend the remaining gold ore that we have. I mean, we can keep making ingots, but there's no point to it if we can't get the maximum amount required. So let's pull you off. You're on stone. Could just finish up the rest of the gold. Could double up on hunting. So there's 6 units of gold. We're going to need this for sure. Okay, so that's 5. Then we're going to need our geologist to do his thing. So I think we build the small geologist tent. Put it over here or something. See if we can get some gold to spawn. I think that's what we do. So let's quickly mine the rest of the gold. Make that happen as a top priority in the morning. Let's go. It's a party, though. Party in the tavern. Alright, crossbowman levels up. In face, of course. Gets more HP, which is much needed. More damage as well. Excellent job. Cyclops werewolf combination. Looking good, but is it going to be enough? That's the question. Right, missing ore, yeah. Oh, they both can't mine it at the same time. Got it. That makes sense. We'll chop down some trees then. Right, puppy dog. Hanging out in the water. Alright, a scroll, yes. So that'll be the crossbowman. Okay. Not bad crossbowman. Nothing over here. 4 fates. We have the Cyclops. How about that? Let's go with the Stormcaller. How about that? Alright, let's keep pumping that gold here, boys. want to get that geologist tent down today. Nice, he found something. Fantastic. Alright, so that's quite good. That's quite good. Let's find some more. Alright, so let's get this. Got it. Why are we not paying? I guess maybe we don't have to necessarily pay the stoned road guy. At least for a while. That'll save us gold per day. We're actually at 20 gold, which is pretty good. Can give us flexibility to do a lot of things. Like buy more space for units out here, or we could go with the mine. Although, our geologists are finding good things. I think the next course of action is this, after the geologist tent. This guy's going to be planting trees. So we've got 3. Just need a few more boards. We'll keep you employed. Food is good. You keep finding... Actually, we don't need you to find stone anymore, do we? Could always saw boards. Let's do it. Alright, cool. Want to get some walls. See what that does for us. But let's go, boys. They are on the doorstep. Okay, Monk taking extreme damage. Monk's got to shake that off, though. Come on now. Crossbowman off a fresh level up. He's going to take the helm position. Alright, come on now, boys. And we lose. Alright, so a lot of formulation. But it still feels like maybe we could salvage day 15 here. What do we need? Maybe you. Instead of building this guy, let's add the swordman. Like when you're failing out on a day, just try adding something. Is there beer available? There is not. Yeah, Ricard's place is obviously not on the front line. But that swordman, maybe he could be a frontliner for us. Got to keep Ricard safe. Alright, so what do we figure here? So let's go with just 1. Okay, let's go with 1. Let's put you there. You have 1 in storage. 4. We need 4. Okay, let's take you off. Let's get you sawn down boards. You continue to hunt. And that should do it. Right, it'll be interesting to see if we can get it done, make it happen. At least for another turn or 2. Cyclops does, you know, buff defense, of course. Alright, let's see if we can get 4 boards somehow. That's 2. Stormcaller. Weak to physical damage. I mean, that's what we're doing. Sturdy wall, so 16 stone, really. Okay. Alright, crossbowman. I see you, man. I see ya. You're doing good stuff out there. Alright, Cyclops. Throwing the stone. Let's see if the swordman can hold on the helm. I think he is like level 3 or something. He's got to be. Alright, werewolf taking some chip damage. We're going to switch him up here real quick. Rejuvenation going into effect for the monk. Enragement is coming soon. Alright, here they come. They are enraged. Let's switch them up. Werewolf, hang in there. He's got to hold. He's got to hold up. Swordman taking massive damage. Okay, so it looks like we're just about to eke out of this one. An absolutely terrific day 15. A great challenge. But we managed to prevail. And what do you know? We got enough for a castle gate, tower spots, 4 units. Plus 10 defense as well. So I think I can throw my crossbowman right there. I'm pretty sure. So we can play around with that. Okay, so now we kind of have to remember we're actually running low on a lot of resources. So what I want to do tomorrow. All right, so 5, 6, 7. We have 3. There's 1 in storage, so 11 units of gold. Got to get that geologist tent, which we'll have. And let's just keep hammering this. We need the forester. We have 2 trees remaining in the colony. So we need wood. And then we can begin to smelt ingots again. But a real good showing for the good guys, of course, on day 15. And everybody gets a warm meal. Some of it's just raw meat. But it's food nonetheless. And we fight on. Into day 16. Alright, let's build a road. Okay, yeah. So we can build a road this way. Maybe we can get another plot for the future, of course. Let's check these hotspots. Looks like we got access down that way as well. How about this? This monster is blocking the way. Provoke it to attack tonight. I mean, it feels kind of risky, does it not? I guess I don't know what you get or don't get if you do this. You know what I mean? Maybe it's an opportunity at more glory because every 10 kills is 1 glory. I mean, I think you probably gotta at least try it. You probably get some kind of bonus at the end of it all, I would guess. Game's gotta, like, hook you up somehow. So, let's do it. Sure. Bring it on. Let's expand. Alright, so a new big plot. How about this? We can build a port. What? Catch fish? At the port. Okay, cool. So maybe this is a spot or a building that enables you to catch multiple fish per day, perhaps. Right, these guys just bring you 1 or, in this case, 2. Maybe we can get multiple. That is awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely be angling to build the port. I love it. Fantastic. And then let's see here. Alright, so who's this guy? The Lich. Sacrifice a unit. Sacrifice a unit. How do you do that, man? Looks like we can go up as well. Look at this, a mule farm. So you can get another mule. What is this? Workshop. Siege engines for all kingdoms. New wares each week. We can actually afford this. Can attack from the bench. The cannon. Give him heat, a fire totem. Siege melee damage fire. Siege magic tank normal. It says ranged damage. Can be placed on towers. Really? It applies stun. It's got 6 power, so 6 attack. Can these like level up? I think it's the question. Maybe it's an option. I mean, only 6 attack isn't really too compelling to me, but maybe it's an option. But we do have the workshop here, friends. So that is completely new. Completely foreign to me. It looks like we can carve up a little bit, and we do have an orc. Or perhaps a goblin or an ogre. See what he wants.
I smell man flesh.
Huh?
You mean me?
Sawed off.
Sawed off. Guy must have his Old Spice on or something. Seems to be very strong. Okay. So we upset that guy for sure. 1 gold in future runs for 7. I mean, we just gotta keep hammering the metagame. The answer is yes. Get a faster start next run. That is the intention here. Okay, so I think as far as our economy goes, we're pretty well structured. So let's keep going. Geologists, keep doing your thing. Keep finding this precious gold ore. Let's move this flag a little bit. Move it right there. See if maybe, just maybe, we can get a maxed out Cyclops. Alright, so we got a bee. A simple bee. That's weak to magic. You'd think you'd be able to just swat it. And then a druid. Again, weak to physical. Let's take it. Alright, here we go. We got 4. Geologist tent. Bam. Searches for new minerals around the flag. Cost 1 gold each time. So we have quite the expenditure going into finding more gold. But I think it's something that we need to do. Right, we got 2 of these guys working, finding gold. Hopefully. Right, here we go, guys. Can I fade you back? Sure can. Wonder what the benefit of using the tower wall is. Does it get, like, bonus damage or something? Alright, boys, come on now. Werewolf, hang in there. Werewolf falls. This doesn't bode well. The Ricard goes down. Okay, so we lose. Alright, so we are just scraping by here. And on our last retry. These guys coming in. I think we forego upsetting the druid. Right, this? I think we're good. I think we're good. Especially when we're at the point of being completely overwhelmed. Let's grab that for sure. Siege weapons, I mean, it's an option. Movement siege camp. Can be placed on towers. Can this be placed on towers? I mean, just 1 fire damage, right? Burn 1. Every second, I guess. Does it have to be out there on the field, though? Let's try it. I've never messed around with the siege tower before. So we can move you back. I wonder what your attack range is. Just doesn't have attack range or what? We'll have to play around with it once the enemy wave comes. But what are we doing here? So, obviously we don't have any gold to pay a geologist now, so it's kind of pointless to do so. We're getting stone to get this, but of course that costs money too. We're gonna have to no longer fund our geologists, I suppose. Let's smelt some ingots. Kind of feels like we're getting close to the end here, but I mean, still, with each new run, right? We're unlocking new stuff. We're improving the overall profile. Okay, so this is what it does. It just shoots a continuous stream. Well, we'll see. Let's go, boys. Last stand. Last stand. Can we make it happen? Ricard, getting involved, getting physical. We got the carpet guys getting decarpeted. We got the druids coming in from the forest. The forest deep, that is, of course. The burn sack is applied. The wetness is applied. We got the werewolf doing his thing. On our last life here. Do keep in mind. So we need to be successful. In they come. The enragement happens. You can feel the fury and the fervor of the enemy from the forest. Werewolf hanging in there. Werewolf is about to fall. Never mind, the rejuvenation takes hold. And maybe it was the fire tower that is the difference. Absolutely. Fantastic. Right, so made a good recovery here, actually. Killed 1,000 monsters. Got plenty of food, so what are we going to do? So, we need more gold. Yeah, so we can pay our geologist again. Can add another geologist 10 if we want. Actually, don't think we need to. He's just got to find the good stuff. So find the good stuff, geologist. We need ya. We're actually close to getting... Okay, reclaiming is not possible today. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and... We certainly need... I'll need a forester. But there is some trees that remain. There are some trees that remain more like... He's got 2 in storage. We need 5. Alright, perfect. Let's go back into wood then. Let's end the day there. A fantastic day, for sure. I mean, I wasn't feeling too optimistic. I think obviously provoking that monster wasn't a good idea. Really wasn't. Alright, werewolf level 6. Cyclops level 5. 31 plus 12. Wow. The werewolf, though. Really, really strong. Durable unit. The rage on the Cyclops is pretty impressive as well. It does, of course, spike up attack damage. And I think also the monk, we're probably not giving him enough credit. But I mean, he's healing. Werewolf is shielding. Well, defense. Also has the most kills, too. So, fantastic. Day 17 dance. We got some added knockback force today. Alright, so we need wood. I think everything's calibrated. Looks like we can expand. So, yes. So, we have the port. Looks like we have a shark. So, we have the port. Let's get some boards and see if we can get it. If not, it'll be available in a future run. It looks like we crossed the 100 glory mark. Fantastic. So, let's build another road this way. And another large plot. So this is good. Get a special unit based on the weather. I mean, is this something that we try out? Do I try this or do we try to get to the end? Well, get 10 ingots in our possession. I mean, we can almost do it. We really can almost do it. We're going to have 6 real soon. There's 1 in storage. I say we do it and we try to upgrade our Cyclops. I mean, absolutely, we have to. I gotta see if he, like, changes form. We got this guy.
I smell man flesh. Sort of.
Seems to be very strong, yeah, probably. Let's go this way. Looks like we have a building. Hey, how about this? We found more of this special metal. Fantastic. A paladin, really? For 6 gold. Strikes all targets in a medium area at a fixed position, does holy damage. We have 7 gold. Be hard to find a spot to work them in, maybe unless we pull the fire totem back, but... I mean, I think you gotta add the paladin. It's a paladin. Are we enlisting any of these units that cost gold, though? No. Let's add them. Get recruited, paladin. And then he would upgrade with just gold. Yeah, he would. Okay. I mean, maybe it's the frontline unit that we need. I would say so. If we can stumble on into some more gold, we can add the fire totem again. Another thing we need to get is more of these towers. Okay, so let's keep on going. And let's see if we can get a maxed out Cyclops today. But nice, now we can get the paladin if we so choose. In a run, right? So it's cool. It's like you have like a supply chain coming in, right? Like you got the wheat that comes in, you got the gold that goes out. You have the fish that comes in, right? It's cool. And now we have 3 choice as well. I've never seen these units, any of them. They're all new. Weak to physical, weak to magic, weak to physical. The Banshee the Arcanist. Let's go with the Arcanist. And here we go. Alright, so, Banshees. In fact, did we get this? We did. Okay, nice. So that's more faith. Now it's 500. Wow, man. Okay. Obviously a stretch goal. Paladin can also help achieve that goal as well. Alright, let's go. See what the Paladin's doing. Alright, so fierce slashes. Probably not the strongest yet, but another unit to soak up damage for us. To keep Ricard safe. Alright, hero levels up, pushes them all back. And in comes the waves. They're wet, they're fierce, and about to be enraged. Can we hang in there, boys? And can we get it done? For the glory of our little settlement and civilization. Alright, here comes the rage. Paladin falls. Monk falls. Ricard's taking chip damage. And that is likely all she wrote, my friends. That is it. That is it. GG's. We do sack our little settlement as we watch it burn. What was that, day 17? But new progress, new discoveries, new expansions. We got, I believe, a new hero unlocked. We saw some pretty high tier units. We explored the west. Got the little fishing port unlocked. The profile gets better. And that is the point as our city burns, our little settlement, simply put, is in ruins. But what a game, what a game. Great progress here in this one, absolutely. On our 4th cycle, with the very first cycle being just a little test run that I did. You know, off stream, I did not record that footage. I was getting familiar with the game again. But anyways, we're gaining really, really good progress. And I think we got a little bit past the halfway point as far as completing a full run is concerned. So we'll keep on building, keep on upgrading that metagame. And we'll do better next time. Absolutely. Feeling real optimistic about next time. But let's go ahead and accept our defeat. Alright, so over 1,000 kills. And not to mention 100 glory. Fantastic. We got 4 level ups to the profile. I do believe this brings our kingdom level to 10, which will give us some other flexibility as well. Didn't quite get to experience the level 3 Cyclops, but we'll get there. We will get there. It's interesting how resources do start to become scarce. Definitely something that you have to plan around. But here we go. 4 crowns. Kingdom level 7. Start with 1 more gold. Unlocked outpost. Raw meats. Okay, cool. Okay, never mind. We're going to get to level 8. 1 more gold. Kingdom relic prohibition. Okay. Right, so we're almost to level 10, which is when this unlocks. I'm not sure what that does. Can be repaired at level 10. Not sure what it does. Do note the new hero, though. So we got Grumdil. Okay, so he's a dwarf. A hot-headed prince of the Dwarven Kingdom. Now, he's a hero that we can use in place of Ricard, but it looks like we need 10 crystals to get him unlocked. Okay. Interesting. We also got one of these, so let's go ahead and maybe we can get something real nice. Okay, so we got Burn. Alright, so Demon, apply Burn. Okay. I think is that legendary tier? That little orange orb above it? Did we get our first legendary? I do think so. Orange is generally legendary. And if we look right here, legendary 10% chance, I think we just secured a legendary. But the way I interpret this, you need a demon hero to use it. Let's see. No, we don't. Fantastic. I mean, it's going to be absolutely key in the next run. Good stuff. So at the end of the 4th cycle, our record is 100 glory, 2,376 kills. 4 cycles. Have not managed to survive a full run yet, but we're going to get there as the profile continues to level up. So I think that about wraps up this video here today, my friends. But I want to thank you so much for checking out the content. If you enjoyed, of course, smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. What are some things that you maybe want me to consider in the next run? I think you kind of see what we're working with if you checked out the full run, right? What items we're working with, kind of where we're at on the map. the expansions. There was some really good discussion in my previous video about a bread supply chain. There's some people that said, they'd be interested in seeing how it can benefit our settlements, but there's also some people that were suggesting it's kind of a bait trap, right? It's going to trap you into a very complex supply chain that requires what, like 4 buildings? You also need a well. So you need the well, the farm, you need the mill, and the bakery just to make the bread. So that is 4 buildings, 4 resources that have to come together to make 1 unit of bread. It does definitely feel like a trap. I think as far as what I've experienced so far, fishing is the way, and then kind of mid-run around day, 12-ish, in that area, you switch to meat. Well, you don't switch to meat, but you add in meat, more like. And it seemed to work pretty good for us so far, but what did we get to day 17? Still got a long ways to go. But that's why you upgrade the metagame. That's why I've been prioritizing upgrading the metagame. So we're going to keep on jamming on this. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, of course, like I already said, smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts. And become a subscriber so you don't miss the next Super Fantasy Kingdom upload. So thanks so much, my friends. I'm going to get on out of here. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.